Alright, gang, we're back with Playback, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm missing 2 or 3 of their videos that I'm gonna get to. But yeah, this is the newest one. Apparently twerking is a spiritual practice. What are you talking about, bro? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I need more thumbnail pictures. Cause I keep using the same ones for their videos. I need a new one. Something like something, you feel me? I gotta make some new thumbnail pictures, no cap. Let's see what they on, bro.
Shaking is such a primal practice of releasing trauma and somatic blockages and emotions through our body, especially our hips. Our hips, now we know, is where we store emotions. So when you are twerking, when you're shimmying, you are literally releasing trauma, releasing stored emotions from your hips. When you're bending your knees, you're crouching on the floor, you're connecting to earth, you're connecting to the womb, you're restoring your energy. And that's why it's not even just an African dance, but in Middle Eastern dance, in Latin American dance, salsa dance, bachata, every single dance form has some form of hip movement to it. This is also why zebras, when they're running away from a lion.
Yo, I hate when say something that's like mildly true and then use it to connect a whole bunch of dots that don't connect.
Yeah.
Obviously, every dance is gonna have hip movement. Almost every action that's not sitting down has hip movement.
Let her release her trauma, bro.
Get your knees to the ground. Connect with nature.
Let her release her trauma.
You can connect with nature on your knees. All the bro, what the like you use your feet to ground yourself, not your knee. But like you could bullshit your way into make anything sound spiritual.
Yeah, but when you really think about it though, bro.
Yeah.
The trauma and pain is really within the hips.
Yeah. I noticed it too. You know when I noticed it? When I'm gardening. I love gardening on my knees. I connect with nature when I'm on my knees. I usually toot my ass up and I'll just shake my hips while I'm watering my watermelon.
All the pain just...
Yo, like Agent said, bro, there's so many things people try to connect with other things. And it's like, it's not connecting how you want it to connect, baby. What are you doing? What are you saying? You know what I'm saying?
Shaking away,
and yeah, it's literally like therapy.
It's therapeutic when you throw that back, boy.
Just say you enjoy twerking. Why?
Just say that.
Why you trying to make it all spiritual?
That's how I'm gonna justify going to Strickland now. Though, like,
it's so.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. You saying spiritual this, spiritual that, trying to connect it to twerking. It's like you sound and look more weird than if you were just to say I like twerking. You know what I'm saying? Like they have twerking classes, bro. There's people out here giving twerking classes, charging people for that.
I'm just allowing those women to like really release their trauma and pain
right in front of me.
The least I can do is throw a couple ones.
Nah.
She was throwing that motherfucker. I knew she was going through it, bro. She must be having a really bad day, bro. I'm glad I'm here, man.
Yeah, just to take care of her, man.
Yeah.
They're about to get eaten and they make it into the nick of time. They shake their bodies off, release the trauma, and they come back to homeostasis. So I started to realize that as I was doing this, I was healing myself through all of these generations of collective trauma that now we know with epigenetics is actually...
All right. Could she elaborate on how is this any way, shape, or form of releasing trauma?
Actually stored within our systems. And I realized that twerking, shimmying, undulating, shaking truly is a spiritual practice. And now
it's a spiritual practice.
Like, okay, look. Is it possible that exercise is just beneficial? Like movement. Like
just any type of movement in general.
I can be sick, and when I usually get a cold or a flu, it's usually a week. If I exercise every day on everything, it's like a 3-day sickness. I super speed past it. Feel me?
Yeah.
Whole time.
Now, how out of that time, how often are you twerking?
So I didn't twerk. See, I need to try that.
Start trying.
I lift and I lift for an hour and I do cardio for an hour every day. No matter
squats?
how I'm feeling. No, see, I squat on leg days, but I'm not shaking it down there.
But at least you poking that shit out.
Yeah.
And you getting closer to the
and
Mother Earth.
You know what really helps me the most?
What's that?
Is the hip raises.
Hey!
Them bitches help a lot.
All right.
Because there's a lot of motion there.
Maybe that's the male version. Our pelvis, when we thrust our pelvis upwards, right? That's really the trauma.
It's a spiritual practice.
Yeah.
It's real spiritual.
Yeah. Or the dick slang. You remember that back in the day? You remember that?
What the fuck were y'all niggas doing growing
Or
up?
the thug shake.
Yeah, obviously the thug shake.
Obviously the thug
Obviously,
shake.
bro.
Man said the big slang.
Man. So I understand what she's saying. That's the problem. Y'all make shit way too sexual, bro.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
It's not even like ass is not even sexual.
It's
like
not even sexual.
what's one sexual thing you could do with it?
Nothing, bro.
Nothing. So it's just all spiritual.
It's all spiritual. Releasing that trauma. It is so relaxing. It is so healing.
Yeah.
It's healing, bro.
Studied dance for many, many years, and I'm a trained belly dancer. And I've noticed that in all of these cultures, there has been a form of hip shaking, gyrating, and undulating that all feminine dance practices have, because that Shakti feminine energy is stored in the hips. When we trace it back, it's not twerking, it's African dancing. And this kind
You hear when niggas say African like that?
But she said twerking earlier, bro.
As if like it's just one umbrella of like
I know.
all
Yeah.
Africans do the same
Because
thing.
most of the Ethiopian dances is like shoulders and shit like that. It's not hips. Most of them.
But y'all are oppressed. That's why.
Yeah, so that's why we got all that
Y'all-
trauma.
Y'all that trauma. Y'all been shaking the wrong thing. Niggas shaking shoulders. Niggas should shake that ass.
It's
nigga.
just exercise. Like, no funny shit. The best thing you can do for yourself in general is exercise. Like, you
Yeah.
can
But
take
What are you
a bunch of
exercising though?
I guess your
Your
ass could be
head.
dead as one of the things.
I know, but she's saying if you really want to get that trauma off your body, bro, shake that ass, bro.
Yeah, you know what's funny? For the A&P Shark Tank video, there was one of the businesses was a lady who had a twerking class.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't just a twerking class. They would do a whole bunch of positive affirmations.
Yeah.
So we didn't do the twerking part, but she walked us through some of the positive affirmations. And like, they just sit there and, you know, like some people do yoga for exercise, some people do Zumba, and some people get on bikes, some people lift, and they just shake ass. That's their exercise.
Why not?
But like, if that's your exercise, that's cool.
Did you invest in
Yeah.
that?
Nah.
I would have.
It made the top 5 though.
It should have. That's a good ass business plan, man. Hey, yo, hit me up, man. I got you. I just think some women just like to have fun.
Oh, women, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Women
you
love
know,
to
I
have
realized
fun, bro.
I learned it in Miami, but now that I'm traveling a lot more, I learned
Yeah.
it for sure. Shaking ass is just like women just love
They
doing
just
it.
love doing
Yeah.
it,
Like,
bro.
they'll stop the car in the middle.
It's like the first thing they go to. They start shaking. You feel me? The first thing they go to.
the road,
just start shaking
hop out and
ass.
shake ass.
They just love doing it,
They'll
bro.
shake it in the convenience store. They'll most
Facts.
definitely shake it in the club.
Yes.
They're shaking it no matter what.
Yes.
So it's always shaking.
Now, to the weird niggas out there, just because a woman is shaking ass, that does not give you invitation to start
Yeah, no.
standing up and feeling all. She just trying to have fun, bro.
Yeah.
Let her have fun.
So when I say twerking, I'm talking about, I mean, we think of Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, but actually this dance form comes from the Congo. It comes from African dance culture where women would shake. And if you still look at many different tribes around the world, it's like a very natural primal dance form of like the womb connecting to earth. So I remember one day I went to a twerk class with my friend, and now this was like years later. I was probably 28, 29 years old.
I'm sorry to start this, but isn't it like so odd to me that for years when I was growing up, twerking, it was so synonymous with like black culture and black women that they would look down upon it. But
Yeah.
now we're like getting to this point where like to make it more palatable, we have to like just like, oh no, we have classes and it's
Yeah.
exercise and it's now
It's like Mark said that it's not a big deal. I see what he's saying.
spiritual because you're connecting with the home, the motherland, and all that. Like to do all of that. And for years, when I was growing up, bro, like when black women used to twerk, it used to be frowned upon. Like,
Yeah.
that disgusting. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, look at these women. But now, like,
Yeah.
they like found ways to like have this like context bend of like, oh no, it's just exercise. Like that's all it is. We're connecting with Mother Earth. That's all it is. It's traumatic. We're trauma bonding when we all get together and start throwing ass at the same time. That's all that is. We're just trauma bonding.
Yeah.
Is that what that is actually? When women
What's the word when they put Starbucks in the ghetto?
gentrification?
Yeah, they just
They are gentrifying twerking.
gentrified that shit.
Yeah.
I have a feeling she doesn't know how to twerk. I'm gonna just say it right now.
What? Don't say that. You'd be surprised, bro.
Wait, what?
I have a feeling she doesn't know how to twerk. I'm gonna just say it right now.
What?
She
Don't say
doesn't know? Oh, damn.
that. They just
They are gentrifying twerking.
gentrified that shit.
I have a feeling she doesn't know how to twerk. I'm gonna just say it right now.
What? Don't say
Oh,
that.
shit.
You'd be surprised, bro.
Is there a clip?
And he's a gay guy, and he shared it on his stories. And I was like, oh my God, like you cannot share that on your stories, because by then I had already had 2 books on Ayurveda. I was like a spiritual teacher, white dress, mala beads, like the whole 9 yards. I'm like, people cannot know what to work, you know? And then he's like, wow, I'm getting such a great response about this. So then I reshared it and I'm like, am I safe? And I recognize, okay, I'm safe. And then I start to share a little bit more. Am I safe? Okay, yes, I'm safe. And I start to share more and more. And I start to get a response from people like, wow, like, I want to do that too. Or wow, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, we gotta. What is her name? I am. Don't look it up, man.
I'm not looking it up. You look it up, nigga.
What?
I gotta look it up on my shit. Yeah, they're gonna start spamming that
Nigga,
bitch.
you're already there, nigga.
I'm on IG.
No, you're nasty. You're already there, nigga. Stop playing.
I'm on IG, buddy.
So she ain't go through that much in life, I can tell.
What the fuck?
If you're telling me that it's trauma,
Let me see it again.
If you shaking the trauma off, it wasn't that much trauma she was shaking off that motherfucker, boy. That's just not it.
Okay, we're not here to rate her twerking ability.
Yeah, and maybe she's not. I mean, she said it was twerking, but then she threw in a bunch of different words into it. It's probably not even twerking for real.
Much trauma she was shaking off that motherfucker, boy. That's just not it.
Okay, we're not here to rate her twerking ability. Does this bitch have a bee on her neck?
What's wrong with the bee?
Yeah, the way you said that is fucking insane. Bro, she's doing classes for like white women and white people, bro. And so when she's saying this twerking thing, yes, for you, and you're fair skinned, I don't know what you are, but yes, for you, it is okay for you to say the things you're saying. But black women have been chastised for decades now for doing shit that y'all are now trying to gentrify into some more acceptable, palatable shit. And then I'm looking at you, you ain't throwing shit. You ain't shaking shit. You're not shaking a goddamn thing. That is some whack ass you throwing, man. What the fuck? You ain't throwing shit. So you should not be teaching no class on twerking because you can't twerk. Man, what the fuck? I am single now, so I say what the fuck I want to say about this topic.
Yeah, I guess you can.
No, nigga, you don't have the facilities, in my opinion, to really speak on this because either A, you really can't twerk, or B, like you said, if it's you're just shaking off the pain and trauma, you must not have gone through that much pain and trauma in your life because you ain't got shit to shake back there. You're not shaking a goddamn thing. That shit is whack. That shit is whack, my nigga. That shit whack.
Hey,
you want to see some real shit?
I don't want to actually see.
Come on, I got you.
I don't want to see ass with you right now, bro.
But I got you. You just saw ass from me. What the fuck?
No, that wasn't really.
Yeah, you. Oh shit, bro.
You can't remove the sexual nature of throwing ass in all reality, right? Like I can make hip thrusts into a workout. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it is also sexual in nature. So like if you go to a strip club, a male strip club, you will see them doing a similar movement without the barbell there because it is sexual in nature. So that being said,
just them trying.
Nah, then you gotta think. It depends on the setting too. If you're at the gym doing that, I see where it's coming from. But at the gym, why would anybody think that it's sexual? You're working out. Somebody's working out. You know what I'm saying? She was at I don't want to say a party, but she was outside. There was people around her dancing, whatever. She's doing those moves. In that sense, it's more likely somebody's calling it sexual or whatever the fuck.
Reconnect with mother.
Yeah, they're just reconnecting in the strip clubs. So the point is like you can't remove that from what it is. That's true. So there are certain boundaries that should exist, in my personal opinion. But when the focus of it isn't sexual and it's physical activity, of course there's going to be some benefits to that. Of course there is. Of course, there's even benefits to sex because it's a physical activity.
Yeah,
fights tachycardia.
But don't try to make it seem like
it's not sexual.
Having sex, it's just connecting,
and that's not
spiritual.
And twerking is not the same as like doing the bachata or
that's
any dance that requires
the point.
Yeah, it's different. Way different.
That's the point I want to make as well.
Similar because it's hips, but very fucking different.
I mean, it's a big difference.
There's a massive difference between what you're trying to say and twerking. Twerking is like almost synonymously known through a sexual manner. This idea that you're trying to correlate twerking with every other hip thrusting motion that somebody may do that's considered dancing is crazy. To put it all under the same umbrella just because you have to move your hips is insane, bro.
Yeah, imagine like trying to say that the Just Wanna Rock by Lil Uzi, the little hip dance. Imagine trying to say that's sexual. No, it's not.
It does not make any sense at all. The way that we identify twerking, like you said, strip clubs, house parties, and I guess now y'all are trying to make it more exercise-based, which is fine. I'm not saying there was no health benefits to just moving your body in a gym.
All right, now even that, right? Let's go back to what Agent said about the hip thrust at the gym, whatever. People might look at it sexual. Possible, but why would you? Now with the twerking classes, shit, depending on the motive of the people going to these classes, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
General sense. But when we talk about twerking, it's ass shaking, booty shaking, left, right cheek, right cheek. You know what I'm saying? That's all that shit. That's what that is. And if you want to tell me, like, when women get around one another and they hyping each other up, when they throwing ass, that's trauma bonding, by all means. All I'm telling you is you ain't been through enough of it, though.
Okay.
He's still on that.
So let us know where your favorite spot to trauma bond, your favorite spot for that spiritual healing. Let us know the different ways that you move your hips and your body and that twerking motion down in the comment section below. Women only, though. Well, I don't want to hear niggas trauma bonding. I don't want to hear that shit. So just women, bro. And until next time.
Oh, man. Hey, man. She doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? But spiritual practice, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Twerking and spiritual practice, I don't see it at all. Let me see. As a Middle Eastern, I can tell you twerking is not and has never been a Middle Eastern dance. As a human being, I can tell you twerking has never been seen as spiritual in any sort of capacity. Exactly. See it how you want. I don't see it like that. Probably never will see it like that. Okay? Restoring your energy through twerking is crazy. Primal practice is the most insane way to put a sexual dance. Yeah, I'm sure Eve was twerking on Adam back in the day. Might be the craziest opening line I've ever seen. Twerking releases trauma. That's called being okay. All right, bucko. Yup, that's crazy. I heard that twerking or hip movements, as she calls it, has some long-term health benefits, so I guess the exercise aspect of it is a byproduct. For all you gym bros in the comment sections, don't get any ideas. Chill, bro. Yeah, I don't see it. Probably never will see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it at that. No cap. Let me know what you guys thought, though. That's my reaction. Finally enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm out.